Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the week of June 6th. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, it's not me. Do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you, Aries. Let's take a look at what we have. I am using the Gilded Tarot as well as the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below, as well as a link out to my Instagram account. I'd also ask that you consider hitting the like button and subscribing, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. And it ensures that other people who may need to see the message have an opportunity to see the message. All right, let's see what we have here. Go ahead and put this up here. Also take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. I think that looks just about good enough to me. And let's go ahead and get right into it here. So Aries, it's almost like this is a reading of tests. Okay, you're being, I feel like some of you have been tested, some of you are being tested and continuing to be tested here in the future. I think that you could successfully pass this test, but I do think that this is something involving, I think this is more about a life situation. For some of you, this could be involving like finances, or your, like the money that you're earning or the money that you're generating, something like that here. Some of you may be like contemplating those areas of life. Like, can I take a better job somewhere else that pays more? Or, can I start this side hustle I've always wanted to start? Or, can I somehow, make a second stream of income, or whatever the case may be? Like, some of you may be contemplating that. I also think for some of you, there's just a general life sort of directional change. So I'll talk about this more, but let's go ahead and dive in here. So in the overall message, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So you can see here that this person with the basket in their hand and the ladder propped up on the tree, they are considering taking their harvest. Okay, they are actually contemplating, as you can see here, that they're looking out to the distance. They are contemplating a directional change. Do they want to take the harvest that they've accumulated for themselves and go somewhere new? Or do they want to allow the pentacles to continue growing on the tree? So it is a card of sort of long-term investments paying off. It is a card of harvests. It is a very good card of, it is a good sign in your financial situation. It says that through hard work, you have built this. Through patience and planning, you have built this situation for yourself. Okay, again, this is not something you started yesterday. This is something that you planted a long time ago and it has now grown to where it is here. This can be around your long-term situation just generally, and thinking about what's next. Some of you are thinking about what's next for yourself here. Where do I go from here? And, this is what I feel like is the sort of overall message, the crux of this reading so far. But in the past here, you have the Knight of Wands and the Devil energy, all right? And so the thing is, the Knight of Wands here, this is the biggest card to find if you're looking to change residence, change location, move to a new place, city, state, apartment, whatever the case may be. It's also just passion energy. It's also the energy of being a maverick, sort of being a jack of all trades type of energy. Somebody who has a lot of different skills, talents, disciplines. Thing is, it's combined here with the Devil. And the Devil is a card of our shadows. Okay, the Devil comes forward when there's maybe issues around power and control. It comes forward to sort of show, bring one of our shadows, or one of the things that we need to work on in this lifetime, out into the open. And you should not be afraid of the Devil energy, just like you should not be afraid of any of these cards. Shadows are a part of life. Nobody's perfect. And the Devil card may come forward when you're kind of dealing with something that you need to change. Again, this has come forward here in the past. Okay, this is showing up in the past here. So if I'm putting this together, some of you know that you've needed to make a change, but I'm talking about like a directional change. Like it's almost like at this point, you can't put it on the back burner anymore with the Knight of Wands and Seven of Pentacles sort of to the left and to the right of this devil. It's like what you've been thinking about doing for a long time. It's almost like the direction needs to be started here. Like the change needs to be initiated here. I get this energy of you not being able to put it on the back burner anymore. And yeah, I definitely feel like this is coming in. Because in the future, you have this very interesting energy here of the Four of Cups and the Judgment card. Yeah, this is a very clear guidance coming forward here. You can't hold it, you can't keep putting it back anymore, okay? The Four of Cups person, and gosh, this card's been coming in. I think almost every fire sign has had the Four of Cups. So many cards, so many signs have had the Four of Cups. I'm going to say it in every reading that I get the Four of Cups. I don't like this card because the Four of Cups is the energy of boredom and apathy. There are so many things in our lifetimes. You know, we're at a point in the timeline here as a society, as a collective, where there's no need to be bored. There's no reason for you to be bored in your life. Boredom is not going to help you. Okay, boredom is not going to move you forward. There are so many things that you can do. There's an abundance of sources available. There is abundance generally in our lifetime where we are in the timeline. And so really dropping the energy of boredom here, if you feel like this is coming forward, which it might be because you have the devil energy. Remember, the devil is something that we need to sort of work through. And again, this idea that boredom is really not helpful is coming forward because you have this here with the Judgment energy as well, which the Judgment card says that all of the actions that you've taken up to this point are being rendered out in real time. This is a major card of karma. Okay, what actions have you taken in your life to get you to where you are in the present? And the Judgment card asks you to take an honest look at yourself and drop the things that you need to drop and embrace the things that you need to embrace. Right here, the devil, drop the things that you need to drop, embrace the directional change. This is very clear. Okay, the Judgment card is generally a good card because, you know, it can be a card of spiritual breakthroughs or just like spiritual epiphanies, in that it illuminates what we need to know. Perhaps what was previously unable to be seen is now being seen. And so it's a sort of illumination energy, and it can create an epiphany in one's life. Let's see what else we have here. So you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Queen of Wands. So, wow. So we have three knights here showing up. Knight of Wands, Pentacles, and Cups. Incredible. Incredible here for you, Aries. So 2 or more knights, let alone 3 knights in a tarot reading for me means that there's going to be a whole lot of stuff on your plate. There's going to be a busy period of time for you here in your life, Aries. I almost called you Gemini. Perhaps some of you have Gemini placements. But no, so Aries, there's a whole lot going on here, okay? Busy period of time, knights represent events, and you have 3 of them, plus this directional change here showing up with the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Another card of change. The Two of Pentacles here can represent a financial change in one's life. It can represent you needing to sort of juggle all the plates in the air, kind of handle all the tasks, handle all the priorities in your life, and energy like that. Now, by default, the Two of Pentacles is a positive change, and I think that that is absolutely a positive change in one's financial situation. And I think that that is absolutely on the table here because you have the Knight of Pentacles next to it. Knight of Pentacles is the arrival of some type of financial event. It's similar to the Seven of Pentacles in that the Knight of Pentacles says that you have put time into something. The Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, both energies of hard work and dependability, but also really it's the opposite of lottery win. It's like, you finally being rewarded for all the energy and effort that you've put into something. So hardworking energy here. And I definitely feel like if you've been doing the work, this is an incredible reading for you, especially with this Judgment card. The Judgment and the Justice cards, those are cards that you really want to see if you've been doing the work, because, it's like sort of a results type of energy. You have this Knight of Cups as well, which could be, a relationship situation happening, or somebody that you've been interested in for a while coming sort of coming forward in your life. It can also, since I wasn't really getting a whole lot of love energy here, the Knight of Cups can just say that there's an event that's arriving that will bring great happiness and joy into your life. And I feel like that's probably more in alignment with this reading, because I'm just not getting a whole lot of relationship energy. But I will say that you do have this Queen of Wands, which could be you, Aries, showing up, but it could also just, somebody could find you very attractive with that Queen of Wands energy. Okay, Queen of Wands is a card of attraction, not only in love, but also in your career life, because Queen of Wands, everybody wants to know the Queen of Wands. They're smart, they're funny, they're kind of able to sort of juggle all the tasks and the priorities in their life. And so let's go ahead and see what we have here. Let's take a look at these oracle cards. So wow, so you have Great Fortune, Wealthy Man, and Official Person. So the Great Fortune card is the best card to find in the Kipper deck, and it says that your fortunes literally are increasing or improving in your life. Wealthy Man is a card of, I don't attach gender to my cards. It's a good reminder because we have all of these knights and a queen. These are just energies, so it doesn't matter what gender you are or what gender you're dealing with. Right, and so the Wealthy Man for me is just a card of investing and a card of investments paying off, especially in this case because you have the Seven of Pentacles, this person standing at the end of a successful trading day. And then you also here have the Official Person card, which is my HR card, Human Resources. And you know that if you get a new job, or even if you get an upgrade or a job raise, you have to deal with human resources to get the formal contract work and all the paperwork done and everything. And so there's definitely something here coming forward. I definitely feel a results energy for you. This is an incredible 3-card pull in the Kipper Oracle deck. So let's see what else we have here. Let's move up the pyramid. So you have this Page of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. And you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Pentacles is really this message that your prospects in life are generally looking good, and it says that there could be news, offers, and opportunities available to you. Okay, I definitely see this happening with the Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Page all around each other here, kind of in the past. What I will say is, do not allow this Devil Four of Cups energy do not allow yourself to hold you back here, because every other card in this reading is incredible for you here, Aries. And so it's almost like, taking the first step, taking the all-important first step is so hard, but it's also like necessary. And so it's almost like for some of you here, there's this energy of just like biting the bullet is like that phrase that's coming in. I don't even know if it's just coming into my mind, going for something, like taking the leap, going for something, actually doing it here. And not really concerned about what comes next, but just knowing that as soon as you move forward, you have good energy here. You have the Nine of Cups, which is the fulfillment of a wish, moving forward in your life, especially if you've been hoping for something. Nine of Cups is major wish energy, but it's also just the energy of happiness in your life, which there's certainly a lot of it here with the Nine of Cups as well. Then you have this Three of Pentacles, which is about potentially your colleagues, your work situation. This can say that there are rewards and recognition on the way for you. It's a major card of reward and recognition for doing a good job at work. And again, as you have this Queen of Wands energy, I think an employer could also just view you as attractive. You could be getting headhunted, especially with this Official Person card. Somebody who's really interested in bringing you on their team or hiring you in some way. You have the Knight of Swords here, and you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Swords, this is an energy of taking action, okay? This is one of these readings where it's just perfectly sort of progressing and aligning here, sort of just getting confirmation after confirmation, clarity after clarity here. And, the Knight of Swords says that this is, you want to strike while the iron is hot, right? Especially as we have this anvil energy in the background here, the anvil, the mallet on the Three of Pentacles. Strike while the iron is hot, okay? Because for you, even though we don't have this Wheel of Fortune, it's almost like conditions right now are favorable due to your hard work and your discipline and the energy you've put into something. You have the Seven of Wands as well, which is a major message of competition. But you can't get to the Seven of Wands without first being a successful person, and there's a whole lot of success here. And so, you know, success breeds competition, unfortunately. It's part of the experience. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is really stability in this case. Okay, listen, I feel like your work situation, your life situation, your career situation is beginning to, there's like stability arriving for you here. And there's not much more for me to say in terms of this reading, other than I would say with this Devil energy and the Four of Cups, do not fear loss at this time. I would say go for, like, there's this energy of you going for it, of needing to really take action here. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. There's an ending coming between you and this previous situation, I feel like. Do not be concerned about the Ten of Swords. This is an incredible reading. There's a chapter closing out here for you and a new chapter beginning. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I will see you in the next reading.